guys, welcome back to a very different video. So we asked for your questions a couple of days ago on Instagram, and then we thought that we'd film it whilst we're on a little bit of a road trip.
Yeah, so I haven't been able to visit my family over Christmas, so this is my first chance. So we're actually halfway. We've got 2 hours to go to Newcastle, but we've stopped for some food.
We're actually at Tib Shelf Services, if any of you have ever been. Yeah. But we stopped there because they had a McDonald's.
Yes.
So we are gonna eat our McDonald's and we're gonna answer your questions.
This is a new concept to me. I'd never heard of this before.
Well, I said to Martyn, I was like, oh, it's like we're filming a mukbang, because it is a mukbang.
I thought you just made it up.
So I had to explain to Martyn what a mukbang was.
A mukbang.
Put in the comments if you know what it is. But basically, a mukbang is where you eat food and chat. So we're gonna eat food and answer your questions.
Yeah.
So first question, this is one that I've answered. What's your
have you memorised them?
No, I said this is one that I've not
sorry.
This is a question that I'm gonna ask you.
All right.
What's your McDonald's order?
Big Mac and fries.
And mine's a McChicken sandwich and fries. And then we also got some nuggets as well. And then I've got a Coke.
Just throw it in there. Oh, I'd like my fries first, please.
Go on then.
I like to put them in the holder.
Thank you for all your questions, by the way.
Yes.
Okay, we'll try and answer them all, but we don't want it to be too long. So, when is your next trip to Disneyland Paris?
Look out for a video coming up very soon.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much coming up the week that this goes out as well. Next, any tips for a first time visit to Harry Potter Studios? We actually did a video on this.
Yeah.
So if you go on the channel, I think we did like 20 tips, didn't we, in total?
Was it 20? I thought it was 10.
10?
I can't remember.
I think we did 20.
I think my main one is just go at your own pace.
Yeah.
And then...
Don't feel rushed.
Yeah. Because once you're in, that's it, you know, you can just take it as long as you want. There's no time limit.
Yeah.
And then for the Great Hall, that you can go back in.
Yes, that's a good tip.
Each time a new group was in. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you can go. So like once you leave the Great Hall, another group comes in, but once that group is in, you can rejoin them and take more photos if you want. Yeah. I think one of my main tips is to ask questions to the people working there, because they know so much and they have so many like valuable facts that we didn't even know about. So yeah, don't be scared to like ask them for advice, or yeah, they're really helpful. Food is better in the food court at the beginning than halfway through the tour. Yeah. How do you store your vlogs, or are they only on YouTube?
So we've got loads of hard drives.
We've got so many now. Yeah,
so there's a main hard drive that I use all the time. And I also like edit off of that hard drive rather than importing all the footage onto the computer, otherwise it would take up all the memory. And then I back up the hard drive that's got the vlogs on onto another hard drive. They're backed up and backed up.
Because at the end of the day, you never know what's going to happen with YouTube. Like,
yeah. But
fingers
also,
crossed it never goes down, but if it does, we just wanted to have all our vlogs like.
Also hard drives can break as well.
Yeah. Oh, how are you both?
That's a nice question.
We're good. We're good. We're excited for this year. We've got so much coming up. I'm excited to go see your family because we haven't seen them in so long. So I'm excited to go down to Newcastle. Yeah, well, you've been working a lot, haven't you? So it's been a bit longer for you. Yeah. You're going to see my little nephews. They're going to be massive. They're going to be so big. But yeah, thanks for asking. And also, will you be filming the wedding for a video? So we're not going to be vlogging, but we do have a wedding videographer who is going to, film it all. I think we're hoping to do a little trailer video, which will be like 2 to 3 minutes, which we'll put up on the channel. Yeah. And then he is also filming a longer video of all the speeches and stuff. Yeah, we both said to each other, we're not vlogging. No. We're going to leave it to someone else. But we're definitely going to share the video with you guys. It's actually Matty Tret. Yes. Who got in touch with us because you watched our videos. Yeah, and he is an amazing videographer. We just fell in love with his videos. So yeah, if you're looking for a wedding videographer, definitely check him out. If you could work on any area of Disney, e.g. rides or hotels, what would it be? I would work in the entertainment, I think. I was just talking about this at Walt Disney World. I'd love to be in one of their shows. So they do the Beauty and the Beast show. Yeah, so I'd like to do that, and like the parades, and yeah, just all the shows. I'd love to be in them. Yeah, what would you?
I'd like to be the guy that's part of the Frozen sing-along show. That looks quite cool.
Yeah. If you could develop a new ride at Disneyland Paris, what would it be?
Oh,
That's
this
hard.
is always a tricky one. I think I'd like to see something Coco related, to
That'd
be
be
in
nice.
that Coco bit
Yeah.
where you've got all the skeletons and things. So whether it would be like a ride that takes you to the other side,
Yeah,
something
that'd be
like
cool.
that.
I think a Moana ride would be quite cool. There's not much Moana at Disneyland Paris.
Yeah, what, like a water ride?
Yeah, that'd be good. Although it's so cold, isn't it, in Paris a lot of the time? It'd be really cold. Yeah, but some kind of Moana ride. Or no, actually, a Hercules ride.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because there is no Hercules
There is no
at Walt Disney World or Disneyland Paris. So yeah, a Hercules ride would be so good. Flying on Pegasus.
Yeah, that's a good one. Do we have any more ketchup?
Have you found any wedding gems? Mine were my centerpieces from Poundland. That's so true. Poundland and like Pound Stretcher and all the pound shops are really, really good for wedding stuff. They have a few like hidden gems.
Yeah.
They actually have a wedding section.
Get some bargains.
Yeah. We actually have found a few gems, but we don't want to give them away because we do have some family and friends that watch the channel. But Facebook Marketplace is really good. You get stuff for free. When are you getting married? We are getting married in August this year, so August 2020, and we can actually say now that we're getting married this year, which is crazy.
We're hoping for a nice sunny day.
No rain, please. If your YouTube channel ends up getting enough subscribers, would you make it your full-time job?
Yes.
Yeah, we would. Like, I don't think it will ever get to the stage where, well, you never say never.
Yeah.
But I would love to get it to a stage where it could be a part-time job. I would love that.
Yeah.
Just so you could work part-time and then actually have a few days where you just solely focus on YouTube.
Yeah.
That would be the dream. That would be so good. So yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah.
It's so creative, and I guess the danger is that YouTube, you don't know how long that's going to be around for.
Yeah.
But I'm a performer, so I'm used to stuff not lasting forever, like contracts and things. And also, I guess you're never guaranteed a job, you know, like Thomas Cook and stuff. Like you never know, do you, when something's gonna end. So I think if it came to a place where we could, we probably would take it part-time, wouldn't we? We're a long way off. We've got to get a few more subscribers, I think, before that's a possibility. Which is your favourite Disney castle? Mine is Disneyland Paris. It's just beautiful.
Mine is.
I love the pink colour.
Yeah.
And yeah, everything.
It still looks beautiful on a rainy day, which is what they did.
Yeah.
On
Why
purpose.
they made it that colour. Have you been to Disneyland Paris in February? If so, do you have any tips? We haven't actually, but we have been in January. So, you know, pretty much the same. And we have a whole video on winter tips.
Just about to say that, yeah.
Yeah. I think the top tip, because it's still quite cold in February, so I think the top tip is hot hands. Get yourself on Amazon and get some hot hands, because they are just the best. Like when you're standing waiting for the parade or the fireworks and you can just have the hot hands, it makes such a difference.
Yeah, it does.
Get hot feet as well now.
Get your hot hands going. If you could slightly alter one ride in the Disney parks, what would you change and why? I'm gonna go with Indiana Jones at Disneyland Paris. And when I'm going round, I always think this would be amazing if you would hear the Indiana Jones theme playing.
Yes, what,
But-
like Star Wars?
But
Yeah.
it doesn't play as you go around.
Yeah, that would be epic.
So that'd be like da, 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 da,
Yeah, that would be
da,
good.
da, da. So I think I would do that.
That's hard, you know. I love all the rides. I can't think of what I would actually change. Well, I wouldn't change it. I love the Frozen ride, but I always thought it went back quicker than it does. So like, when I used to watch the vlogs, it'd be like, let it go, and then like they would like fly back. but then in reality, I think it goes quite slow. It doesn't have that same impact that I thought it was gonna have.
Just an adrenaline junkie.
Yeah, so I would just make it like fly backwards when they blast, let it
and
go
everyone
out.
would be like, but this is frozen.
Yeah.
Calm down.
They probably can't because it's like meant for children, but still.
Next one, have you ever seen Disney on Ice? No.
We would love to.
I would love to go and see it, yeah. Hi guys, I was wondering where is your favourite spot you stopped off while aboard the ship? The one that I always go to straight away, I always go to Barcelona.
That's what I was going to say. Ever, I think our favourite port is Barcelona, just because it has everything. It had a beach, it had shopping, it had loads of history.
Football stadium, zoo. We did something different every time we went.
Yeah, and the architecture there is stunning.
Yeah.
And then my favourite place from just this year, so like Greece and Croatia and stuff. Oh, that's hard. I really loved Corfu. It was our home port.
Corfu was really nice,
and I really fell in love with it. I really liked it.
Yeah.
And then another one was Santorini, and I visited the village of Oia. And it was stunning. It just looks like what it looks like in all the photos.
Yeah.
So that was a real bucket list moment for me.
And if you don't know, we've got a playlist of our time on the cruise ships.
Dubrovnik was cool as well. Right, I'm naming loads now.
Yeah, just stick with the one.
Oh, actually,
no,
one more was Costa Rica when we went to see the soft sanctuary, because that was my dream, and yeah, that was incredible visiting the soft sanctuary in Costa Rica. Yeah.
Next is, where will your honeymoon be? As for honeymoon, there'll be a video at a later date. Sorry, we can't mention.
We have decided where it's going to be. We're waiting on a few more confirmations. But yeah, we are planning on telling you all quite soon, maybe in the next couple of months.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are honeymooning after the wedding, and we are incredibly excited about it. It's going to be epic.
When is your next DLP trip? I think we've already answered that. How long did you think about proposing, Martyn? It's one of those things that I'm struggling like to remember exactly when I decided. I definitely knew that when we were going out for a little bit, I remember Helena saying that she'd ideally like to get married after 3 years of going out
I can't
together.
remember saying that.
And I logged that in my memory. So since then, really, I've had in my head, 3 years.
Yeah.
And then I definitely knew before we went to Disney World, because I think I'd been thinking about it. And then after Disney World, I booked the trip to Disneyland Paris straight away. And then I set about getting the ring and stuff. So yeah, so quite a bit before then, probably from the
like a year.
Yeah, I'd say I was planning it for quite a while.
Yeah.
I just wanted to. I didn't know when the perfect time would be. I did think about Florida, but
it was busy.
It was busy. Yeah,
holiday.
yeah. So I thought I'd leave it till a bit later. Yeah,
Oh.
quite a while. What is a must-do for a first-time trip to Walt Disney World?
Oh gosh, there's a lot. I'd say ride-wise, you've got to head to Animal Kingdom and you have to ride Expedition Everest in the dark, and you have to ride Flight of Passage. I can't comment yet on Star Wars Land, but from my sources, Galaxy's Edge seems amazing as well.
Yeah.
And then you have to watch Happily Ever After. Like, it's just the best nighttime show ever.
Phantasmic.
Ever. Phantasmic.
It's great.
And I'd say meet Mickey Mouse, because yeah, if it's your first trip, you've got to meet Mickey.
Meet the main man.
And then if you're looking for a restaurant recommendation, my one restaurant which is just incredible is Ohana.
I was going to say the same thing.
I would highly recommend going to Ohana if you can. But yeah, I mean, there's so much to do. And never feel pressurized to get everything done.
No.
Just pick out a few things each day and then go with the flow. I'm thinking of Finding Nemo the musical.
Yeah, go and see that as well.
Because there is just so much to do, and whatever you do, you're just going to have the best time. So try not to stress about it, just enjoy it.
Helena will tell you, I walked into Magic Kingdom for the first time.
It's Hollywood Studios.
Oh no, sorry, Hollywood Studios. And I was overwhelmed.
He was. It took him like 2 hours to like actually do anything because you just walked around going like, oh, it is very overwhelming just because it's so big and you're like, where do I start? And then you have that kind of voice in your head going, oh, should I do this?
Give yourself a loose plan.
Yeah,
that's what we did as well. We drew out like which parks we'd go into on which day. Yeah. And of course that like changed. Yeah. But you had an idea of what you were. Yeah, to try and cope with how overwhelming it is. Yeah. But I'm so excited for you. I wish I could see it through my eyes for the first time again. Favourite trilogy in Star Wars, as in prequels, originals and sequels, and favourite character from it. Well, that's one for you because I've only seen 3. So Helena's actually working her way through the films. Out of the films I've seen so far, my favourite is the one we just watched. Oh really, was it? I don't know. That's mine. Empire Strikes Back. Yeah. Yeah, so Helena's seen Solo: A Star Wars Story. You've also seen A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, and then next week you're gonna watch Return of the Jedi. Next week. My favourites will always be the original trilogy, just because there was something magical about those films. The chemistry between all of the actors, something just came together, and the story was really good, and there were surprises, and yeah. So the original trilogy. Favourite character? It's funny because mine's Chewie. Yours is Chewie. My favourite character is the same in terms of the prequels and the original trilogy, although played by 2 completely different actors, and that's Obi-Wan. Oh. Obi-Wan's my favourite character. He's a good character. And you now say to me, don't you, young Obi-Wan? And the final question, who would you pick? What was that? The that final voice. Question. This is why I've been watching The Crown. Who would you pick to do a Disney song that hasn't done one before? Yeah, so when I read this, I didn't know whether you meant a Disney character or you meant an artist. So like, do you know what I mean? So I'm going to answer both. Right. So Disney character, who do you think should have a song that doesn't? A Disney character? Yeah. I think Buzz Lightyear would pull off an interesting one. That would be quite fun, yeah. Because although he's had songs play over the top of like things he's doing, he's never sung a song. Do you know who I'd pick? Oh no, I don't know their name, but the little chicken in Moana who keeps hitting his head. How can he have a song? I don't know, I just think it'd be really funny. That would be like from the Muppets, where the chickens sing. What's that chicken's name? He keeps hitting his head. I can't remember. I'm sure someone will know. Yeah. Put it in the comments. And then Disney artist who That's random. Why did you think of that? That just came to my head. And then, hang on, if he was singing. But maybe he can't talk, but he could sing. And he has this like amazing voice. Look out for this sequel. Or this spin-off. Yeah, okay. And then an artist. I think this person's just in my head because it's just been Christmas, but Michael Bublé. Yeah, he could make quite like a jazzy Prince. The chicken is called Hey Hey. That could be a song as well, like Hey Hey. These chicken nuggets are getting cold. I know, get them out. Oh, I thought of one. Not many might not know this because she's very musical theatre, but she's called Laura Osney, and she's like the perfect Disney voice ever. But I don't think she's ever voiced a Disney princess, but she would be perfect. So type in Laura Osney into YouTube because her voice is just incredible. She's like a top musical theatre, like she works in Broadway. What about Sarah Bareilles? Sarah Bareilles as well, yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. That'd be quite nice, yeah. So I think that's it for all the questions. I hope you enjoyed our random video. This McDonald's was very good. You've still got loads left. I think that's because you were asking all the questions. I was asking all the questions and chatting, but I don't have too much. I just got a little bit of my chicken sandwich. It was actually quite hard to like eat and talk. But yeah, we had fun filming it. Yeah, and yeah, we're going to carry on our drive to Newcastle now. And look out for a very special video. Is it coming next? It's coming next, isn't it? On Thursday. The next video. Right, we'll leave you with that. Bye guys. Bye.